Title card, Myrna Peterson, Council Member, Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Logo, Minnesota, Council on Disability.
Council Member Myrna Peterson and friends from Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
On the left, a video player. On the right, a man wearing glasses and a black shirt makes hand gestures using sign language and continues throughout the video. Logo, M Council on Disability. A tall white water tower stands under a clear sky with bare trees and light poles nearby. Text, Grand Rapids, it's in Minnesota's nature.
Good morning, Grand Rapids. Tim Edwards here on KOZY. It's a beautiful, brisk morning. It's only 29 degrees below zero.
A person in a purple coat drives a motorized wheelchair on a snowy path surrounded by trees.
Hi, my name is Myrna Peterson. I am a board member on the Minnesota Council for Disability, and I represent Deeds Region 3, which is Itasca County, going all the way over northeast Minnesota to Wisconsin and all the way up to the Canadian border.
The person pauses by the side of the road as a car pulls up to pick them up.
I've been living in Grand Rapids for the past 20 years.
Text, the city of Grand Rapids welcomes everyone. Grand Rapids Human Rights Commission. A woman, Myrna, with short dark hair wears a green textured sweater and dangling earrings in an indoor setting.
I just appreciate the variety of activities here in Grand Rapids to be involved with. The arts, the athletics, the culture, the history, the environment, hunting, fishing. It's just a little bit of heaven right here in Grand Rapids.
A man steps out of the car and greets Myrna, who waits by the side of the snowy road in her motorized wheelchair.
Hello, Myrna. Good morning. Being in a wheelchair, I need accessible transportation, which we're very limited evenings and weekends. And that's when many of the social and arts activities that I belong to are happening.
The man opens the back of the car and lowers a ramp for Myrna to drive in.
One of my favorite projects was when they were doing a fundraiser to get me a car that I could drive myself.
People stand in a street parade holding a large white banner with red writing. Text, Myrna Lee Mania, come roll with us.
My friend Lee and I had our accidents on the same day, and I said, if I'm going to get a car, I want to get a four-wheel drive pickup for my friend Lee.
Two family group photos indoors show people smiling. One woman and one man use wheelchairs in each respective photo.
We attempted to see how many wheelchairs we could get rolling in a certain number of minutes.
People in wheelchairs wear race numbers and smile while gathered with supporters at an outdoor event. A large outdoor crowd of people in wheelchairs and others raise their hands and cheer. A person in a wheelchair crosses the finish line and breaks a banner with the text, come roll with us.
We ended up with 351 wheelchairs rolling in succession for 3 minutes. While we were overwhelmed with the number of people, Lee and I went to 4 different communities within Itasca County to find out, why don't we see you in the public? We don't see you around. The answer clearly was, number 1, transportation. Lee and I together formed a nonprofit called Mobility Mania, Accessibility for All, and began to look for ways that we could find transportation to get all of our friends to the activities that they were missing for their quality of life.
Text, Mobility Mania, Accessibility for All. A large crowd including people in wheelchairs gathers under trees with tents and race numbers.
There was a perfect opportunity when Michigan May Mobility wanted to pilot a project for autonomous vehicles in a cold climate and focus on accessibility. And so we accepted the challenge, and now we have Go Marty. We have 5 autonomous vehicles. 3 of them are ADA compliant.
That's everything. Looks like we're good. You good?
Myrna in a purple coat and hat sits in a wheelchair inside a vehicle while a person assists from behind.
Yep, I'm feeling secure. Thanks, Adam. Okay.
Where are we heading off to?
I've got an appointment at the clinic, Adam, so...
Alrighty.
That's where we're headed.
A man in a camouflage jacket and safety vest sits in the driver's seat of a van and puts on his seatbelt.
Sounds great. Let's get going.
The car drives off.
Anyone can ride it. There's an app on your phone, or you can call 211 for booking a ride. It's on demand, so it works as a transit service, but perfect for literally getting me off the streets.
A person stands on a snowy roadside near a sign for a self-driving shuttle stop number 59. Text: to book a ride, get the May Mobility app. Call 211-info-gamardi.com. The car door opens and a young woman steps inside of the vehicle.
Hello, Kaylee.
Hey, how are you guys today?
Are you off to work?
Yes, I am.
So where's your stop? Where do you stop when you go to work?
Stop number 8 at Anytime Fitness.
One of the unique things about GoMarty's project is that it's all community-based. When they started the operation, they went to the community and said, where do you want to go? We have now a route of over 17 square miles, but we have 78 stops within that distance.
The car door opens and a person steps inside of the vehicle.
Good afternoon. Hi, Judy. Hi. Hi, where are you off to today?
I'm headed to Super One North.
Minnesota law requires that there's an operator, but there's such a great assistance for me to buckle me in for safety, and for my visually impaired people who need some guidance, or our elderly population. It fits everyone and totally free to our community.
The door to the shuttle closes. Text: experience self-driving in Minnesota's nature.
For me and my family, it has been such an improvement for quality of life. I put about 1,500 miles on my chair every year, just going on my own.
Myrna backs out of the vehicle at her destination. She goes into a building.
But now with GoMarty, I don't have to go out in 20 below temperature or in the rain or in the snow. And I have an accessible way of transporting me to activities that improve my quality of life and those of my friends that I advocate for.
A wall is filled with framed black and white photos and vintage decorations above a shelf with ornaments. Myrna sits at a desk and answers the phone.
Hey, Orland, it's Myrna. I like to know what's going on in my community so I can help to make it better. Being on the Council of Disability provides avenues for further engagement, so I can reach out and say, as a representative of the council, how can I help you? Everyone agreed that I should bring it up as an option. I couldn't do my advocacy work here without the support of the city council, without the support of the people at the library, Elder Circle. We've got a village here that works.
A modern building with glass doors has snow on the ground and signs on the walls. Text: Reef Center, stimulating arts in northern Minnesota.
I have one thumb that works and a mouth that won't quit. And I'm very proud of it because I'm a dreamer, I'm a visionary. I like to look at the big picture. I want my utopia, and then I start backwards. What steps do I have to take to get to my final dream?
Two women, one of whom is Myrna, and a man move through a lobby with one woman using a wheelchair. Text: McMahon Box Office.
The work that all of us are doing through the Minnesota Council on Disability, the changes that we're making here, positive changes for people of all ages, of all abilities, is going to be impacted throughout our state, throughout our country, and throughout our world.